So we're checking the thrust. Yeah, that's probably 5 thousandths right there. Yeah, good. We could put a dial indicator and go up through all that, but you know what? We're giving it faith.
You've given out 5 thousandths.
That's it.
That's what you got.
There it is. By the man, we're good.
5 thousandths.
And I torqued these. When I torqued them, I was 36, 72, and 110. That's how I did it initially. They'll have some scratches in them just like that. Some of them you can feel. Well, guys, I don't know what time it is. It's 6:15 in the morning. I'm headed off to Columbus. Actually, it's called New Albany, where Les Wexner lives, the guy that does The Limited and Victoria's Secret, Jeffrey Epstein's buddy. So I'm headed off to Bob Beach's Beach Performance. We're going to take the 409. We're going to hone it with torque plates, kind of clean it up. Let's get on the road and take off. Appreciate you being here because you're always seeing and learning something new. All right, guys, so we got this loaded on there. It was a little bit of a workout because I had the main girdle on there, which we don't need on there. So we got that taken care of. We put the torque plate on. I'm going to get ready to tighten that down. We're just kind of cleaning it up with this coarse stone.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah. How many blocks do you think you've honed in 50 years?
Oh,
10,000?
She's got a stack of balance sheets. I couldn't believe she got a stack of balance sheets that will break them.
Really?
Just stacks of them.
Really?
Stacks of them.
Well, you've been working 50 years, Bob.
Yeah.
So I learned how to hone now. I'll be doing this on my own by tomorrow, huh?
What's that?
Doing this whole job by myself.
How is that?
Oh, when I start here tomorrow to work full time. Yep. I measured them too. They were, let's see, these two are 4035. These are like.
I don't know what this machine is set up. Was it 35?
Yeah.
This is
That's right there, like 34 or 5 right there. 34. Yep.
That's 30 right there. So
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, well, we'll put some finisher stones on there.
Did you have anything that you were going to do today? Work?
No.
So I got him on his day off. So that's premium.
I'll just put that
What's that, 383?
Yeah, 383.
What's your favorite engine to build, Bob? Chevy?
Either one. No, I like the 390s.
You like the FEs?
Yeah, I like the FEs.
You know what I hate about the FEs is the darn intake and cylinder head. The way they're set up.
Well, you learn to live on those, you know.
Yeah. You got rid of the camera, right?
Yeah.
And the Boss 302, I don't see
And
them
the
over there.
Boss 302,
Still got, what else you got? Oh, that Latham supercharged Chevy over there.
we got the supercharger, we got that
Is that the 180 degree?
flat crank motor.
Yep. So don't need much because we don't want to make it too big.
Right.
So we're just scuffing it up and
Right, this is
putting the 45 in it.
We're putting the finish store. We're putting the finish size on
Yep.
right now.
Yep.
We're putting,
It's a lot better than I could do with a dingleberry at home. That take like about 1,000 off.
we have
Not even.
this whole process may take a while.
Okay. How long have you had this home? Probably 30, at least 30.
No, we bought this later on. We probably had it. You're probably right. Probably about 25.
Well, we had it when I first met you. That was 20 years ago. You had it. I remember.
Well, that is our finished file, our finished finish. And now,
Loosen it up. Take the torque plate out.
take the one up
Yep.
and on the side.
Yep.
We only got one plate. That's all. That's lucky that one.
I just want to peek at it with a flashlight. See what it looks like. What was that, a trick? Oh yeah. Okay. Ah, that looks good.
That should be there.
Yeah.
That should be there.
Yeah. I'm gonna take a peek.
That should be the finish.
Yep. That'll be fine. Compared to what it was, just a quick little.
It should match what was there.
Yeah.
So with the-
Well, you got to remember, I got 30 over pistons and a 35 over bore. I had the skirts coated. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. It's been like that.
We basically right now.
That's like 34 to me.
Well,
35, yeah. Good enough. It'll be good. Watch out, this thing may spray you. That's right.
Just all the way in.
Yeah, that's right. It's good.
There you go.
I don't want to get a mess. It got sprayed in the face. Where do you want to put this when I get it out?
On this little.
Down here?
Run off down there, straight down.
You grab that head gasket. Hang on now. Yeah.
Now you can see your finish better.
Oh yeah. Looks pretty good.
Well, that's the finish that you want.
Yep.
That's what it doesn't. So you put your finger on it, you get into it.
No. Compared to these little scratches there, they're What are the scratches for? Are they from the rings? I mean, that's what they got to be from.
Piston skirts.
Is that what it is? It's the skirts?
Sure, piston skirts.
Okay, because I mean, the rings, I looked at them, they look pretty darn good, so.
I don't see the motor was not too much time on it, but I'm seeing it.
Yeah. Well, the head cracked, it would have kept going.
Got the dolphin in the wrong place.
Oop. Good thing.
Dolphin's over here. Look
Yep, yep, yep.
What's the top of the line then? The CV10, the CK10 came first.
Yeah, CK10, I've seen that before.
Red ones. These CV616. What was the top? Oh, we got a chain.
Yep, stone.
Chain of stone. Scratch up a little bit. Scratch him up a little bit. Put this here. Oh, I know, wow, so we got bigger silver.
Yep. What do you do? Go until you feel the stone just touching the door?
Yeah, just feel touch. So you don't have to do it every time.
But you know, just in memory, how many times that goes down, how much is being taken off?
Here's one that takes a few strokes.
Yep.
Yeah,
That kind of break off the glaze a little.
that gets rid of it. Anything that's on the top.
Yep. Measure it. Take a piece of flash. Now I know how to put the flashlight on. Oh, yeah. To that thing. It's perfect. It's perfect, Robert. That's probably 35.
It's just a 30, just a 35.
A loose 35.
Yeah.
That'll be all right.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Perfect.
They're all.
I like it.
We didn't hurt them at it. We didn't take much of it out.
Nope.
We did not hurt them. And this right here, this is the
You see this one?
this is the Haas Chevrolet deal. This is what everybody got. 383. That's what everybody's gonna have. 383.
Did they really? I mean, you got a stroke compared to 350. I mean, it makes it. What size bore is this?
The 30 open.
So 4030?
4030.
Yeah.
With a 400 stroke and 340 crankshaft.
So it is a, back in the day, it was a 400 crank they put in it.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a scat.
Yep. What rods were they using back in the day before they had scat rods legal? You remember?
What were we using? Well, usually the stock rods with the 5/7 rods.
Yep.
You have to cut the 400 crank, that room.
Yep.
Before that, counterweights to quarter piston. That
Got
was
it.
the problem, the piston.
Okay.
Counterweights and the pistons.
How little these main caps are so small on a Chevy compared to Cleveland. You know what I mean? I'm gonna make a little video of that.
A lot of them are 2 bolts all the way.
2 bolts are stronger than me.
Yeah.
Don't you think so?
But I can't sell one.
No, but I mean, on a Cleveland, you can put 4 bolts in,
I
but you're
know,
taking away the register.
I know. 2 bolts, just a stronger 4, but you can't sell it.
Because people got it in their head. They need to have a 4 bolt.
Got a little 4 bolt.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yep. There you go, guys. You heard it from the master. That's the truth, too.
2 bolts just as strong as the 4 bolts, the same block.
But you agree, it's like weakening the block by putting those extra.
Well, yes, it does. The same block.
Yeah.
01, 010 blocks.
I learned to cover this up. Otherwise, I take it back.
Yeah.
You know? I was worried it might be too big already, but
Yep.
it's perfect.
Good well.
Oh my God, look at that thing.
Yeah.
Look at that. So the scratches you see, because some of them you don't even feel, that's the board, that's the skirt.
Piston screws.
Okay.
Nothing else touches rings. If a ring makes a problem, it's a ring problem.
Yeah.
You have a big problem.
What do you think for this? I had these, when I did these rings on this, I had 20 thousandths top, 24 bottom, second. According to the, you know,
Everybody,
5,500
everyone
split
in device has got a different theory
Okay.
on calculating.
what would you do with this?
Well, mine, I go back to my old days
Yep.
of 18 on the top and 16 on the second. That was the old school.
Okay.
Tied up the second groove. But now they want the second groove open to keep from.
It went a little wider than the top.
They want to keep from getting pressure stuck between the second. groove.
Okay.
But the old school was
16 and 18.
yeah.
Do you think 20 and 24 is okay on this?
Yeah, it's fine.
Or should I go bigger, like 22?
No.
20 and 24.
Yeah.
Okay.
The 20's big enough. 20 will work.
Okay.
You just don't want them flat. You know?
Right. Well,
we can tell back in the days, if we got one too tight, you pull them off and they'd be shiny, you know.
the butted ends would be shiny. Okay.
They'd be shiny.
Do you ever modify the oil expander ring?
The what?
Oil expander ring. You know,
Oh, it's better, right?
the crinkly oil
Yeah,
control.
yeah.
You ever have to grind that to get the right?
Oh, no. You buy a.
Right,
standard
I get
to
it.
fit the cylinder. You either got high tension, standard tension.
Yeah,
low
I got
tension,
low tension.
Or medium, you got
Yeah.
low tension.
And I fitted in the board before this, and it fits perfect. I mean, it's a little loose, tiny bit loose,
Well,
but not. I mean, it won't fall out of there, but you can feel it's got like not much drag.
But in the end result, you put the oil ring on the piston.
Yep.
And you squeeze it and you put it and you pull it.
So do you ever check it with a fish scale?
Oh, sure.
Yeah?
Sure.
What do you want for drag on that? 5 pounds? 6, 7?
All the different figures.
Okay.
On the ring drive.
But you used to do that back in the day.
Yeah, well, you need to do it by feel. If it's too tight.
You know
too
it's
tight.
gonna, right, yeah, I get that.
If it's too loose, it's gonna bubble up.
Okay.
You've got, it's gonna be a medium.
Just barely have a drag.
And once all ring just wants to have a drag. If a guy uses a vacuum pump.
Yeah,
sure, you
yeah,
can
I got a
pump
vacuum pump.
Well, now you can loose it,
Okay.
then you can, fall in the hole,
Right. So
if you're gonna get back.
if it was a little loose, I'd be okay with it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. What about piston to bore? Now, they say, you know, when my piston sheet says you want 4.5.
Right.
Now, if you got nitrous or turbo, you want more clearance.
You want some more clearance.
When I measure this, I'll measure it again when I start to put this together. 10 is not too bad. 8 to 10.
Well, 10, depending on who's piston, that's loose.
It's a JE.
They normally set those pistons up with about 5, maybe about 4, 5, 6 thousand.
Yeah, it said 4.5 on the sheet. Measure 500 up.
Yep.
Does that? What will it do for performance wise? Just be loud? If it's got a little more, couple thousandths more than it should.
It won't seal properly.
Okay.
It'll blow by. It'll smoke for one thing.
Yeah.
The pistons are off the
Got it.
And it just won't have your ring seal.
Got it. No, this thing always had like leak down was like 3% all around it. Always had good ring seal. So I wasn't even gonna put new rings in it, but I got them. I saw the bore. I said, you know what? This is the last hurrah for this block. I'm probably not gonna mess with it again. Been beating on it for 13 years. You know, and and I have that new block, that Cleveland block. That's you can go 185 bore on it. Prior to oiling, I should build one of them. Yeah. Bob's like, yeah, okay.
I just talked to a guy yesterday. He's gonna have the Kazi build a mountain motor for his Mustang. One of those
800 cubic incher.
pretty big ones.
Yeah.
With the stacks.
Velocity stacks.
Velocity
Yeah,
stacks.
yeah. Yeah. So it's more of a street engine.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it makes like
no car engine.
750 or 800 horsepower.
Yeah. Big
More than
wide,
that.
big wide aluminum boss heads.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
Oh yeah, those things make 850 and they're pump gas motors. You know? You know what my most favorite engine is from back in the day? A radial engine.
Oh, sure.
You ever see the crankshaft on those, the way the pistons are set up on that crank?
Yeah.
Isn't it crazy?
Mm-hmm.
And those things are, I mean, they made,
You got rods and you got a master rod.
oh, is that how it works?
Yeah.
I never knew that, okay. Like think about the B-29. Those engines made 2,200 horsepower, 18 cylinders.
Yeah.
Can you imagine, and they had 4 of them.
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine the horsepower? I mean, and that was what, in the 40s?
Yep. And then being air cooled, they were put together loose,
Clearance-wise?
clearance wise.
They leaked oil, all of them leak oil.
Yeah, sure. Right there, cylinders go to the bottom, that guy's got drains on the bottom. They
Yeah.
smoke because they're full of oil downstairs.
My dad always told me, he said, the thing about those planes, as long as they're leaking oil, it's okay, don't worry about it.
Yep.
Fly them.
Mhm.
But if there's no oil on the ground, then you better figure out why.
It might not have oil in it.
What jets did you work on? Do you remember?
B-47s.
P-47?
B-47.
B-47.
B-47,
What were they? I don't even know that one.
6-engine, multi-engine jet,
Okay. 6 engine?
6-engine bombers. They were the predecessor to the B-52.
Got it. Okay. Man. And those things could fly like 2,000 miles.
Yeah.
B-52, couldn't it?
A B-52, once it got upstairs, could hold 50,000 gallons of fuel.
Could it really?
They couldn't take off with a full load because you had the wings are falling, so they get them upstairs and it finish filling up upstairs.
So that's why they refuel them in the air.
Yeah, well, part of the reason.
Okay.
The distance is one thing, but the 52s, when they sat on the ground,
Yeah.
the wings are drooped.
Yep.
The outriggers hold the wings up, or the wings up.
Yeah.
When they fly here, it's sitting like that to fly like 30 feet.
So they straighten out.
Yeah, they go up.
I bet you see those wings moving all over up in the air.
Yeah, they flex. From here to here.
I mean, that's like 30 degrees.
Yeah.
Man.
But they hold 50,000 gallons of fuel full, loaded, but they can't take off at 50. They got full
Right.
upstairs.
That was all like in the Cold War days, right?
Yep, that's all Cold War stuff.
Did you guys have to be ready at any time?
All the time. He was ready for the big one anytime.
Really?
24 hours a day. We was in SAC, Strategic Air Command, so we was in
Yep.
SAC. Ready 24 hours a day.
I mean, you might have to work on a jet midnight or 1 o'clock in the morning.
You know, we have to call Sunday afternoon or get a call midnight.
Yeah.
You got a problem. because they got the alert area
Yep.
where they be set to go, that you got X amount of guys that are ready to go.
Yep.
And alert area. But if you got an alert area, you got a real problem, because back in those days, during the Cold War,
Yep.
there was a point system, you had X amount of points, you had to be ready to go, and you get checked out all the time.
So you got points taken away if you weren't ready.
If you weren't ready,
Yeah.
if you had to pull it out of the alert area
Yep.
to get work done, you could dock.
Really? Okay.
I said, back in those days, there was no war going on, no.
Yeah.
Well, I was 61 to 65 was a magic year, nothing going on, nothing. Cuba's the only thing we had, the Cuban
Yeah,
crisis, that was a big deal.
Yeah.
Nothing went on at all, nothing. I had an
I was born in '65, so there's something going on.
Yeah, but there was nothing happening in '65. Vietnam started
Yep.
in '65. That's when it started.
Yeah.
They started extending guys for their tour. You know, we need you. We got to extend. You know, you get the guy ready to go home and extend it 8 months. He wasn't very happy.
No. Did they give him a bonus or anything?
Oh, I'm sure they got a bonus.
Yeah.
I'm sure they got taken care
But
of.
still, who wants to go there?
Yeah.
I want to be home in the hot rod, man.
And that's ready to go. They're set to go home. They're ready to go. 6 more months, 9 more months extension.
They do it all the time, I bet, back then, didn't they?
Oh, sure they did. They had a critical curfew.
Luckily, you were stateside, right?
What?
Weren't you stateside?
I got 4 years right out here at Columbus.
Okay.
4 years.
That's nice.
Just a 8-hour job.
Yep.
And you had a life. You get out of the burger bowl on the weekends.
You did your service, and that's what you did.
Did our service.
Yeah.
We served our time.
But they could have picked you and said, we're sending you to Pacific if we wanted.
They could send you anywhere they want.
Yeah.
At any time.
See, kids nowadays, they have no clue. They don't even realize what it would be, you know. They have no idea.
No. You know, you start life, grow up with the draft hanging over, you know, and we got the draft. So, will I go, will I not?
Right. Wait for that clock, tick, tick,
Yep,
tick,
yep.
tick, because you never know when your number's going to be called.
And you get a call, you better have a good reason not to go. You better be colorblind. Colorblind would kick a guy out for one. Flat feet. Will kick a guy
Yeah.
out.
One eye,
Yeah, one eye. Or half problem, yeah.
one arm,
Yep.
one limb gone. Right, these guys that cut their arms, fingers off.
They take you right out of your life, shove you down to Texas in the middle of the winter, and you're a northern guy, you've been inside,
Yep.
you go down there in the sunshine, you turn into, they call them rainbows, you turn red, rainbows.
Oh yeah, burn up.
Burn up, yep. Then you-
Well, I'm glad that's done, and it looks great. I can't wait.
They finished up well.
I mean, I am really excited about it. It does look perfect.
Finished
I mean, it
up
looks like
well.
it's brand new.
Well, it
you
is.
know?
It is, it's got a fresh finish,
And I'll do the rings like you said, 20 and 24.
and it's plate horns, so it's round, and put the
Yep.
heads on, of course, that's plate horn we did it before, that's why it's so round.
Yeah.
If I hold a block that hasn't been plate horn, it's like square.
So you can see it on that home
Oh,
view.
sure, you can see it, you can feel it.
Can you feel it with that controller
You
thing?
can feel it on
Yeah.
whatever you call it.
Yeah, dial.
And you look at it, and you don't know, you'll see little spots. Wherever there's a head bolt, there'll be a spot.
Around where the head bolt is because
Yeah.
it's distorting.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Good thinking.
If you see one that's been, it wasn't plate horn, when you get unholed it,
Yep.
there'll still be a spot. The wrong spot, wherever those are shown on the head bolt, there'll be a wrong spot. But don't have a-
Yep, yep.